Most people think that as they age, the key to staying healthy is simply going for a walk every day. And while walking is a good start, it's low impact, it keeps you moving and it keeps the blood flowing. It's nowhere near enough to keep you fit, strong, and independent after the age of 60. In fact, relying on walking alone can actually leave you vulnerable. Vulnerable to falls, stiff joints, weak muscles, poor balance, and even long term dependency on others for basic tasks. Here's the truth: aging isn't what it used to be. People are living longer, and more importantly, they want to live better. But the sad reality is that many people over 60 find themselves gradually losing strength, energy, and confidence. They think it's just a part of aging, but it's not. Much of what we call aging is actually neglect. Neglecting movement, neglecting strength training, neglecting mobility. And walking, while important, doesn't address most of those critical issues. Think about it. Walking uses a limited range of motion. It doesn't strengthen your upper body. It doesn't challenge your core. It doesn't improve flexibility that protects you from falling. So, yes, walk every day, but don't stop there. If you want to age powerfully, if you want to live without depending on others for support, if you want to get up from a chair without effort, climb stairs without pain, and move through life with confidence, you need to add 5 essential types of exercise to your routine. Let's begin with the most underrated but absolutely vital type of exercise after 60: strength training. Most people avoid strength training because they associate it with lifting heavy weights in a gym full of young people. But strength training after 60 is not about bulking up or showing off muscles. It's about building and preserving the muscle mass you still have. And trust me, you lose it fast after 60 if you don't actively maintain it. Every year, the body loses about 1% of muscle mass after middle age if you are not strength training. Over time, that adds up. It means weaker legs, difficulty lifting things, pain in the knees and hips, and ultimately, dependence. Simple strength exercises like body weight squats, wall push ups, resistance band rows, or lifting light dumbbells at home can work wonders. You don't need a fancy gym membership. All you need is consistency. Just twice a week of basic strength exercises can increase your bone density, improve your metabolism, help you manage blood sugar, and give you the strength to do everyday tasks with ease. Picking up groceries, gardening, playing with grandkids, all of that becomes easier when your muscles are strong. And remember, strong muscles protect your joints, they stabilize your body, they prevent falls. Strength is not just physical, it's freedom. The second kind of exercise you cannot afford to skip after 60 is balance training. One of the leading causes of hospitalization and even death among seniors is falling. And it doesn't take much: a slip in the bathroom, a stumble on a staircase, or even losing balance while putting on shoes. Falling after 60 can lead to broken hips, fractured wrists, or worse, months of recovery and long term loss of independence. The problem is that balance doesn't disappear overnight, it declines slowly and silently. You don't notice it until one day you reach for something and nearly fall. But you can improve balance at any age with specific exercises. Start with something simple like standing on one leg while holding onto a chair for support. Over time, try letting go of the chair. Practice heel to toe walking. Add in gentle movements like Tai Chi or yoga. These may seem easy, but they rewire your body's balance system. They challenge your stabilizer muscles and your nervous system to coordinate better. And here's the surprising part: balance isn't just physical, it's neurological. Every time you do a balance exercise, you are training your brain and your body to respond faster, to catch yourself sooner, to be more aware of your movements. It's like insurance for your independence. The third exercise category you need is mobility and flexibility training. As we age, our joints stiffen, our range of motion decreases, and soon things that once felt simple, reaching overhead, bending down, twisting, getting into and out of the car, become difficult or painful. This stiffness isn't just inconvenient, it can be dangerous. It leads to compensating movements that strain other muscles, causes posture problems, and increases the risk of injury. That's why stretching and mobility work is critical. And no, it's not just about touching your toes, it's about maintaining the fluid motion of your joints, your shoulders, hips, knees, spine, and neck. Gentle stretches for your hamstrings, hip flexors, chest, and back can be done daily. Add shoulder rolls, neck tilts, spinal twists, and cat cow stretches. Focus on moving through a full range of motion. It doesn't have to be intense, it just has to be consistent. Doing mobility exercises every morning, even just 10 minutes, can transform how your body feels all day. You'll move better, feel lighter, and reduce chronic pain over time. It's not flashy, it's not high tech, but it's powerful. The fourth must have in your routine is core strengthening. Most people associate the core with having a flat stomach, but your core is so much more foundation of your body. It supports your spine. It helps you sit, stand, walk, and move without injury. A weak core leads to lower back pain, bad posture, and even breathing difficulties. And here's the problem: most older adults neglect their core completely. They assume it's not important if they are not trying to look fit. But if you want to get up from a chair with ease, if you want to carry groceries without straining your back, if you want to walk longer distances without fatigue, your core strength matters. Simple exercises like seated knee lifts, bird dog, pelvic tilts, or even just engaging your core while walking can make a big difference. You don't need to do sit ups or planks for 5 minutes. You just need to activate and use your core in your daily movements. Over time, this builds strength and stamina in the muscles that matter most. And finally, the fifth essential form of exercise after 60 is cardiovascular exercise beyond walking. Now, yes, walking is cardio, but to really improve your heart health, endurance, and circulation, you need to occasionally raise your heart rate beyond what a casual walk provides. This doesn't mean running or jumping or doing anything that stresses your joints. It means finding safe, joint friendly ways to move at a slightly faster pace. This could be brisk walking, swimming, cycling on a stationary bike, low impact aerobics, or even dancing in your living room. Aim for 20 to 30 minutes of moderate activity a few times a week. When you move with intention, breathe a little heavier and break a light sweat. Your heart becomes stronger. Your lungs function better. Your brain gets more oxygen. Your mood improves. Cardio isn't just for young people, it's for anyone who wants to stay alive and thriving. It reduces the risk of heart disease, stroke, diabetes, and even cognitive decline. And when combined with strength, balance, flexibility, and core work, it creates a complete, powerful approach to aging well. Here's the beautiful part: these five types of exercise don't need to take hours of your time. You can combine them into short routines. You can do them at home with no equipment. You can modify them based on your fitness level, and you can build them into your everyday life so they become habits. Let's be honest, nobody wants to feel like they are slowly losing their ability to live independently. Nobody wants to become someone who needs help getting up, who's afraid of falling, or who's going out because they don't trust their own body. That future is avoidable, but only if you start now. And here's something else to consider: movement isn't just about the body, it's about the mind. And with change come emotional weight. Moving your body is one of the most powerful ways to stay mentally and emotionally strong. So don't settle for just walking. Don't settle for what's easy. Choose what's effective. Choose strength, balance, mobility, core, and cardio. Choose vitality. Choose a life where your body supports your freedom, not limits it. And don't worry if you're starting late. It's never too late. The body is incredibly responsive. Even people in their 70s and 80s have shown dramatic improvements in strength, posture, and independence by starting a regular exercise routine. Start small, start slow, but at least start. Because every step you take, every stretch you do, every movement you make with purpose, it's an investment in your future self, the version of you that can still travel, still play, still laugh without pain, and still live life on your own terms. You deserve that, and your future self is counting on you to make that choice today. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.